my name is Alene. I am Otto's mama, and Otto is here too, eating his snack. You want to say hi?
Hi.
And I'm going to read a book to Otto that is my favorite springtime book called Bird, Butterfly, Eel. And the story and paintings are by James Prosek. And Otto pointed out that they use the word paintings, so this artist actually painted these pictures. Can you tell that he painted these pictures, Otto? Does it look that way? Yeah?
Yeah, because it looks like paint color.
Yeah?
It's really the color.
I think these pictures are drawings, not paintings, but they're very pretty, aren't they? The eel, the butterfly, and I see some lily pads and dandelion flowers.
And some flowers that come from ponds.
Oh yeah, lilies. I think you're right, those are lilies. Okay, this is the title page, Bird, Butterfly, and Eel. This was given to us as a present, so that's why there's writing in there. It's summer on the farm, and Bird, Butterfly, and Eel are at home.
I see the
You wanna point
birds,
to them?
birds there,
Can you reach? It's kind of far for you to
birds
reach.
there, and
Birds there.
butterflies there, and eels
Butterflies there.
in the pond.
An eel is teeny tiny down here in the pond. That's right. Okay. Butterfly is a monarch. She lives in the meadow behind the pond. There's lots of other animals in this grass. Yeah?
So the butterfly and the eels actually live very close to each other.
Except the eel is in
The pond.
the water. That's a big difference though, right? Because eels breathe water like we breathe air, and butterflies breathe.
Yeah.
That's right. So they're very different in that way, but they are close. Eel lives in the dark, cool waters of the pond, below the lilies. What?
That's bad for the frog and the eel. Cat.
You think the cat is going to try and eat him?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cats who live
Well,
outside can be a problem
well-
eating wildlife. That's true. Yeah? What is it, Otto?
I thought of if cats eat fish, I thought that they will eat frogs or eels too. But Mom,
Yeah?
do you see that big circle?
On the frog?
Yeah.
Yeah?
That means that it's a male.
No, I think females have those too. I think that's what they hear with.
No, but females have small ones, but and males have bigger ones.
I did not know that. That's
From
awesome.
wildcats.
Oh, cool.
Oh, one more thing.
Okay.
Do you know that frogs' eggs? I got two things to say about
Oh,
frogs.
we've got to move on with the book. Why don't you tell me later, okay?
One more.
Bird lives in the barn at the end of the meadow in nests she made of mud and straw and spit.
Spit?
It doesn't say that, but that's true. She loves being safe high up in the rafters away from the barn cats and her babies, right? Butterfly is laying her eggs on the milkweed plants in the meadow. Do you see all the different types of butterflies here? Where's the baby butterfly? Do you see the baby butterfly? The
Yeah.
baby butterfly
Yeah, I do.
is a
Yes, I do.
caterpillar, right?
I knew that
You
always.
knew that?
And that's when the hasn't hatched his dead.
Yeah, so that's the chrysalis
Yeah.
that it forms right before it hatches into a butterfly.
But if it was a what's that name for a butterfly that comes out at night?
Moth.
Moth. If that was a moth, the chrysalis would be brown and it would be called a monarch.
A cocoon. It would be called a cocoon if it was a moth. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. So you can actually see here she is laying eggs.
Cake time.
And here's an egg. And here's a little tiny baby caterpillar. Baby caterpillars, and they're getting bigger, 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 bigger. Boom! Chrysalis, and then boom! Butterfly, right?
Yeah.
Soon the eggs hatch and become caterpillars. They eat the milkweed and get strong enough to spin chrysalises and become
Butterfly.
That's right. Eel has lived in the pond for many years. And we have these eel in our pond right now, Otto. Did you know that?
No.
And there's a bluegill sunfish. She is...
We got that before, and it's huge.
Yeah, they are big. She is eating insects and small fish and storing up energy for her long swimming journey ahead.
What is that?
The eel?
Journey.
Journey is a word that means trip, a long trip.
I know.
You want to know what her journey is?
Yeah.
They're about to talk about it. Bird flies over the meadow, collecting insects to feed on her babies in the barn. Feed to her babies. I said on her babies. It's like the bugs are going to eat the babies. So let me say that again. Bird flies over the meadow, collecting insects to feed to her babies in the barn.
Collecting insects to eat.
Yeah, I make mistakes. As summer turns into fall, birds young have left the nest and are flying over the pond and meadow, singing songs for butterfly and eel. Butterfly watches her young caterpillars turn into beautiful butterflies. Eel is full and strong and is ready for her long journey.
I see. So it's caterpillar, almost Christmas, whole Christmas, almost after Christmas, wings after Christmas, whole, a little after Christmas, a lot after Christmas, and then the butterfly.
Yeah, it's cool. When the chrysalis when they're about ready to hatch out of their chrysalis, it becomes clear, just like that. And you can see through and see the butterfly inside. And then when they come out, their wings are all wrinkly like that because they've been folded up. And so they actually use their blood to pump their wings up. Pump, pump, pump. And that's what that butterfly's doing until they're all ready to go. With the cool wings of autumn, bird, butterfly, and eel sense a change, feel restless, and know this means it is time to leave the farm. Bird gathers her babies and flies southwest over the barn, the meadow, the pond, and follows the coast. Butterfly takes to the southerly winds, heading down over land and sea. Eels...
Those are like blue jays.
Blue jays are much bigger.
But if they were blue jays, they would have stayed.
That's true.
Winter.
You're right, they would have stayed.
And woodpeckers.
That's true.
And chickadees.
Chickadees. Eel swims downstream and out to the ocean. And this actually happens, Otto. The eels that are in our pond swim out the stream, down to Poston Kill Creek, down to the Hudson River, and all the way down past New York City, out to the ocean. That really happens here.
They go into the ocean?
They go all the way to the ocean. It's such a long trip.
Yeah.
At one point in their long journey at the edge of the sea, bird, butterfly, and eel will meet one last time to say goodbye. Goodbye. Can you imagine them talking to each other? So long. Bye-bye. There they see other animals on their own long journeys to very different places. Then...
Like the fish.
That's true. That looks
And
like
more
a striped
eels
bass.
And more butterflies and more
Oh, that's definitely a
birds.
striped bass.
What's a striped bass?
It's a fish that goes out to the sea like the eel every year.
Every year?
Yeah, every year. They go out to sea.
So that almost means every day.
No.
It means almost every day.
No. A year is from one birthday to the next, so it's a very long time. A day is just one day. So they're very different. Then all of the creatures, striped bass, false albacore, common tern, bay anchovy, osprey, fishermen, go to their separate ways. Bird will go 8,000 miles to the southern tip of Argentina to spend the winter in the golden meadows of Patagonia, which look very similar to the ones she left on the farm. Butterfly will glide to the mountains of central Mexico, 3,000 miles away.
3,000?
And spend, a little teeny tiny butterfly goes 3,000 miles. Do you know how many miles it is to Parker? It's about 8 miles. We go 8 miles to drive to Parker, and that butterfly travels 3,000 miles to go to where it lays
I
eggs.
thought it was 300.
3,000.
I thought, wait, is 3,000 more than 300?
Yes.
300?
1,000 is 10 100s. Yeah, it's a long way. And spend the winter in forests with millions of other butterflies. In fact, your cousin Zoe lives in California where she can see these butterflies. And there's hundreds of them in the trees, she says. There are so many butterflies, they blanket the trees. Eel will swim down the creek connecting the pond to the sea. From the coast, she'll travel 1,500 miles to the Sargasso Sea.
1,500? Is that more than the butterflies?
Oh, no, it's 1,500. That's a fancy way of saying 1,500. It's not as far as the butterflies. She'll go to the Sargasso Sea and eddy in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean.
Atlantic Ocean?
Mm-hmm. That's the ocean that's off of New York City.
That's where Quasi's grandfather's ship did sink.
Oh.
In.
It is warm and beautiful where bird and butterfly and eel go. So in the wintertime, they spend
The time in there?
They go someplace warm, yeah. Back on the farm, the barn and the meadow are covered in snow, and the pond begins to freeze. It is cold, and the animals that live there miss bird, butterfly, and eel.
Especially the cat.
As winter turns into spring on the farm, Bird flies home to her nest in the rafters of the barn where she was born. Can you believe it? She flies all the way back to exactly the place she was born. Isn't that amazing?
The baby?
The bird does. Yeah, when she grows up. Butterfly makes a long journey north again as spring turns into summer, her young taking her place in the meadow as the flowers begin to bloom.
And the baby butterfly.
Mm-hmm.
And the baby eels.
And eels young. This is absolutely amazing.
And the eels babies.
Yeah, the eels babies are all the way out in the ocean.
But did the mothers die?
Yes. They're all the way out in the ocean. Their mamas.
So is this true for all animals? Whenever the babies are born, the grown-ups die?
Not all animals. Think
But
of puppy dogs.
not white-tailed deer.
Yeah, that's true. Not deer. And not puppy
Not
dogs.
white-tailed deer.
But it's true for a lot of animals, including
Like-
eels.
And butterflies and birds.
Birds don't die, no. Just eels and butterflies.
So
But-
you mean so that the bird's mother didn't die? They just
She can make new babies every year. yeah.
did just go somewhere else.
That's right. But you know what's amazing, Otto?
What?
Is the little babies are born out in the ocean past New York City. And as babies, as teeny tiny little babies, they're only this big. I've seen them in the rivers. They swim all the way up past New York City, up the Hudson River, up the Post and Kill, up our little creek, and into our pond.
What?
They travel
What are they quick?
the creek that connects to Post and Kill. There's a little creek that connects to Post and Kill.
Wait, is it like Parker School Creek?
Mhm.
Thin?
Yeah. These little babies travel 1,500 miles to come back up to our pond. Isn't that crazy? And the cycle begins again. So that's what's happening right now in all the streams next to the Hudson River, like the Post and Kill. There are hundreds and hundreds of baby eels swimming up right now. And if you put a net in the stream, you actually can catch them. They're beautiful. They're see-through baby eels. And that's the end of the book. Do you want to say goodbye to your friends?
Bye!
Bye, pre-K4.